Hello. For today's lesson, we'll be looking at how to enter data in Excel. Last week, we saw some features of MS Excel window. We made mention of columns, rows, menu bar, the title bar, the formula bar, the sheet, and the workbook. So all those were some of the examples of MS Excel windows, and they are the features that we can see in Excel window when the application is being launched. For today, we'll be looking at how to enter data and the types of data that we have in Excel. So at the end of this lesson, you should be able to identify the types of data and perform mathematical calculations in Excel. So first, we will start with what a data is and the types of data that we can type in MS Excel or spreadsheet applications. When we talk of data, we are referring to what we feed into the computer. So in Excel, when we talk of data in Excel, we are referring to the input that we make in the cells. And in Excel, we have different types of data that can be typed in a cell. So the first one, we have values. In Excel, when you say values, we are referring to the numbers or dates that are entered in a cell. So we can have something like 1, 2, 3, and so on. And I hope you are familiar with day 2. We can have 15th June 2020 and so on. So all these are examples of values or numbers that are being typed in Excel, and this is one of the types of data that we have in Excel. Now let's look at the other one. We can also type in alphabet. In Excel, we don't call it alphabet, we call them labels. So whenever you type in a word in Excel, it's referred to as a label. So labels are the text typed in cells in the spreadsheet application. So you can have your name. Whenever you type your name in Excel, that alphabet or word becomes a label in Excel. That's the term used for alphabet or words in Excel or spreadsheet application. So we can have names of months, names of person, or anything at all being typed in Word as labels in Excel. Now let's look at the next one. We have formula. In Excel, a formula refers to an expression or instructions typed in a cell to perform mathematical calculations. For example, assuming I want to add the content of cell A1 and B1, that's the numbers typed in cell A1 and B1. What I have to do is that I have to enter a formula. By typing only the content in those cells will not give you a result, but will display what you type in. Let's say in cell A1 I type in 2, cell B1 I type in 3, and I want to add 2 and 3 together. Whenever I type in 2 plus 3 in cell C1, what will appear is 2 plus 3. The result will not be 5. So to get the 5, what I need to do is to enter a formula. So to enter the formula, I will first begin with an equal sign, as you can see over here. So cell A contains 2, so I'll type in A1. Then cell B1 contains 3, now I'll type in plus B1, then press enter to get my result. We can also use a function to perform calculations in Excel. When you talk of a function, it's a predetermined formula that performs calculations using specific value in a particular order. So for functions, if you want to add a number or the content of a cell to another cell, what you have to enter is the function. So we can see that we have sum over here, and we are adding the content of A2 to B3. If it's multiplication, we type in the function, that's product, then we type in the content of those cells. So a formula is also one of the data that we can type in Excel. Now let's look at how to type in data in Excel. It's very simple, as we have in Microsoft Office Word. To begin, first we have to make the cell active, and we can make a cell active by just clicking on that cell. You just move your mouse to the cell where you want to type to just make that cell active. So after clicking on it, you just begin your typing. So we have the cells over here. The first thing is to select the cell where you want to enter the data by just clicking on it. Then the next one is begin your typing. So these are the steps to follow whenever you want to type in either a label, a value, or a formula in Excel. Now let's look at how to perform some simple mathematical calculations in Excel. Okay, now let's look at this Excel window. We have our columns and rows. Now to type in a data in Excel, what you have to do first is to make the cell active. So as we can see over here, we have several cells with their names. We have A2, we have B2 over here. So assuming I want to type in cell B2, I'll make B2 active and type in whatever I want to type. We learned that we have different types of data in Excel. We have the label, the value, and the text. And in Excel, whenever you type in a value, that's a number, the number is being aligned to the right side in that cell. So assuming I type in 6 in cell B2, after typing and I click on different cell, we can see that the number or the value has been aligned to the right side of the cell. Again, whenever you type in a label, that's a text, the text is being aligned to the left. So let's take cell C4. I'm typing in Sharifa, then click on a different box. We can see that it's being aligned to the left. So that's what happens when a number or a value and a label is entered in Excel. Whenever you enter a number, the number is being aligned to the right side. When you type in a label, that's an alphabet, is being aligned to the left. Now let's do some simple mathematical calculations over here. We said Excel is mainly designed, or spreadsheet applications are mainly designed for mathematical calculation. So let's look at an example over here. We will try to enter some numbers in some of the cells and add them up. So let's take the first cell. We are using cell A2. Let's enter a number 4. Then cell B2 will enter 8. So in Excel, whenever you want to add numbers or values within a given cell, we don't use the normal addition like 4 plus 8. That one will not give us any result. It will just give us what we have typed in. So to add the content of cell A2 to that of B2, what we have to do is that we have to type in a formula. And we said the formula is an expression that is used for calculation. And before you can type in a formula, you have to start with an equal sign in Excel. That's one of the rules in Excel. To perform calculations using a formula, we always start with an equal sign. So to add 4 and 8 together, what I need to type first is equal to. Now what am I going to add? I'm adding the value of cell A2 to cell B2. So what I need to type is the names of those cells containing those values. So for the first cell, that's A2, I will use A2 plus the second value is 8, which is in cell B2. So I'll type in B2. Then after that, I'll press on the enter key. And as you can see, we have 12. So our result appears over here. We have 12. And we all know that 8 plus 4 or 4 plus 8 is 12. Now let's look at this one. We can also enter a function to perform calculation. Now I hope you saw what a function is. A function always comes with an argument, and the arguments are the cells in the bracket that gives the result. So as we apply the formula here to get 12, at the same way we can use a function here. So to type our function, we'll first introduce our equal sign, that's 2. Then we type in, we are adding, so we use the function sum. Then after that, our argument will come, that's the bracket. So bracket open, cell A3, we have A3 plus cell B3. We will enter B3 over here and close our bracket. Now let's press enter and see whether we get the same result. You can see that we have the same result. So in Excel, you can add up numbers by either using a formula or a function. All the two will give you the same result. Now let's look at the answer over here. We can see that we have the formula being appearing in the formula bar, as we said the other time. That the formula bar displays the content of a cell or the formula that was typed to give a result. Now let's try this one too. Let's go back and try other calculations. Now assuming we have 10 in cell A2 and we have 5 in cell B2, and we want to divide and have our result in cell C2. Using a formula, we just type in equal to, now we have cell A2 having 10, so we type in A2. We are dividing. Here we don't use the division sign, but we use the forward slash. In Excel, whenever you are dividing numbers, we don't use the division sign. We use the forward slash. So on your keyboard where we have the question mark, you press on it to introduce the forward slash. Now what are we dividing with? What are we dividing with? We are dividing with the other number, which is in cell B2. So we type in B2 and press enter. So as we can see, we have our result to be 2, and that's what you get whenever you divide 10 by 2. So the Excel can help us to also perform simple mathematical calculations, and it's very simple. You have this application on the computer, it's easy for you to do some calculations. Now let's go to that of multiplication. Let's multiply the same number, 10 and 5. I know the answer will be 50. So let's see what we will do to get 50. We are going to multiply 10 by 5. So in cell C2, we begin with equal to. We are multiplying A2 by B2. So we type in A2 times B2. As we can see at this portion, you can see the symbol for multiplication. So there is no need for you to be using the normal multiplication sign. On your keyboard where we have the numeric keypad, you just use the same multiplication symbol to multiply the two numbers. So as we can see, we have equal to A2 times B2. Then you press on the enter key. Your answer is 50. Now let's use that of the function. For the function, we type in equal to, we are doing multiplication, so it will be product. So we type in product then introduce our brackets. What are we multiplying? A2 and B2. So we type in the cells A2, 2, or we can even introduce comma. A2 is to B2. Then you close your brackets and you press enter. We have the same result. So it's simple in Excel to use formula or functions to perform your calculation. The next time we'll meet, we'll look at how to enter numbers in Excel and how to save a document or data in worksheets. So that's all for today. Bye. We'll end our lesson here. Before you leave, you'll be doing this exercise and submit them on your website. We had the first question. Write down 3 types of data in MS Excel. You write down 3 types of data in MS Excel. Then 2. List the steps in typing data in MS Excel. We have only 2 steps whenever you want to type in data in Excel. So you list the steps under question 2. Then 3. What is the formula in spreadsheet application? I told you what a formula is. So you write or define a formula in MS Excel. For next week, we'll be looking at how to save data in a worksheet. So those of you having computers, you can try this using the File tab on the menu bar so that the lesson will be easier for you next week. We'll end here and continue next week, Tuesday. Bye.